Hello everyone, Niece here. I'm just going to do a quick little video, kind of a response to Jackie DuBois' Food Not Lawns video. And I thought I would just do a quick little tour of my Food Not Lawns area. So we're in my backyard. I did an early June tour, and so this is my late July. It's been a little bit cool this summer, so things are a little bit slow this year. So here we go. I'm just gonna show a few things and not really talk a lot. Um, this is my backyard. I got rid of all of my grass probably 7 to 8 years ago. So I'm working toward filling in sort of the areas that are still open. Working on that slowly, but things are doing pretty well. The lemon balm's pretty happy, as is the golden oregano. Got some French sorrel here. The new plum tree isn't doing so well. I'm hoping that it'll fill out a little bit more next year. However, the grapes this year have just gone super crazy. The vine is just taking over. And I don't know if you can see, but underneath there are some grapes, several little bunches that are coming along. Got a few tomatoes coming. And lots of buds, flowers forming where I'm going to have some nice big plump tomatoes. And over here I've got a huge zucchini. This is an Italian heirloom zucchini, and I need to pick that one before it gets way too large. The shallots over here are a little bit slow. Here's our native prairie sage, and I'll be making some smudgewan soon. I usually wait till after it blooms. I have a whole lot of lemon balm in the yard. It's just sort of starting to take over, and I let it because I really do like the lemon balm. Pretty and useful. The feverfew is blooming. Over here I've got borage and some strawberries. Strawberries are coming along. And some grapevines that have planted themselves. The rue is pretty happy over there. All of the lavender and the thyme in the garden is blooming. Very pretty. all the comfrey is pretty small right now because I've actually already done a harvest. The comfrey has bloomed and I cut it down and dried it and put it away for medicinal purposes. And all of the patches are already starting to bounce back. It's been 2 weeks and I've already got nice healthy leaves again. The kitty cats are lounging. Little Wee over to the right and Licorice the black kitty. The rhubarb I cut down, and it's got all kinds of ants right at the place where I cut it. I'm guessing it's just nice and sugary right there and the ants are sopping that up. My asparagus. And raspberries. My Jerusalem artichokes are pretty sad. They do need to be watered, and it's been warm and windy the past couple of days, and I haven't watered over in this area, so I need to get around to that. My sweetgrass in pots for the kitties. It never grows very tall. As soon as it starts to grow, the little kitties munch them down. Over here is my raised bed box. I've got additional raspberries. They're just starting to turn. There's an assortment of things in here. Let's see. Baby acorn squash. The potatoes are about to bloom. And I do have Brandywine tomatoes in here. No tomatoes yet, just buds. And I am having a problem with slugs. So I actually did go out today and buy a can of beer. I have to say, first can of beer I've ever bought in my life. But I've got a couple of bowls of it out here. Hopefully that takes care of the problem. I usually do cornmeal, and I may in fact actually put out a little jar of cornmeal as well. I've got the same problem over here. Something chomping away. These are the rutabagas. I've also got some curly kale over here. Sweet 100 tomatoes. Lots of green ones, no red. Some yellow zucchini. I usually just buy the yellow cricket nut squash seeds, but this year I actually did the yellow zucchini. My horseradish, same problem. Something's chomping away at it. This is my sorrel patch. I've actually cut this down and made a couple of batches of French sorrel soup so far this year, and these are just coming back after being cut down to the ground. And over here I've got my red sorrel, bloody dock, whichever name you use. The wild nodding onions are about to bloom. And this is my little Swiss chard patch. But this squash is like taking over and starting to crowd out the Swiss chard. So I'm going to have to do something about that. Well, that's sort of an overview of my Food Not Lawns area, my backyard. It's a constant journey, and I'm working to kind of cram as much as I can into the yard in terms of food. Pretty much everything back here is either used for food or medicine or both. My little altar. And I do have a few herbs in pots. So over here, there's some peppermint and sage, mint, kitty cat, other kitty cat, more mints, some basil, rosemary curry, more basil, stevia, oh yeah, I have actually had to cover up my strawberry plants. And these are little garbage cans from the Dollar Tree. And if I don't cover them, as soon as they turn red, the rabbits and the chipmunks munch them up. So this is sort of my little solution. Well, that's it for now. See you later. Bye-bye.